I'm so excited I got this role. I get to work with you and several others who are so accomplished. Hey, congrats, man. You have a reputation of being a hard worker and easy to get along with. I'm sure we're going to have some good times while we're filming. I can't wait to start learning my lines. Maybe this will be my chance to win an award and join the club of real movers and shakers. You want my advice? Absolutely. You gotta do more than learn your lines, man. There's a lot more to it. Like what? Tell me. You really have to get into the character. Deep into it. Yeah, I already plan to start dressing and wearing my hair like the character I'm going to play. And speaking like him too. That's a start, but it's going to take more than that to nail down the character. You've got to become who you're playing. To the point where you really aren't acting. That's why I can't wait to get my script. The sooner I can start rehearsing, the sooner I can start learning all about the character. It usually takes me a couple of months or so just to really learn and understand who the character is. And what he's all about. Then I work on the more subtle things. Like his mannerisms. There's a much easier and more effective way to go about that. And the great thing is, it works all the time. Really? What is it? Some friends are going to hang out tonight. Give me your number and I'll text you the address. You come and spend a little time with us, and we'll teach you the trade secrets. Seriously? Yeah, I'll be there. I can't thank you enough, man. Hey Matt. Come on in. I'm sure you already recognize everyone, but I'm going to introduce them by the names they use at the altar. That's Warlock. He's a big-time producer with lots of awards under his belt. And the cool dude wearing the shades is Paranormal. And that's Jezebella, and her mystic twin Scryer. Hey everybody.
Phantom told us you want to win that big-time award and join us movers and shakers. Well, you've come to the right place, babe. Now, let's get you a drink so you can relax and see what it's all about.
Matt, I remember working with you on that sci-fi project. You've got a good work ethic and you knew your lines and all. But the character needed to be more believable. Tonight, we're going to teach you what it takes to bring a character to life.
I can't wait to be able to perform like you guys. I feel honored that you're going to share this technique with me. Until recently, the way we went about things was pretty hush-hush. But now, people are so open and willing to receive it, there's no need to keep it top secret anymore. Paranormal is right. Going all the way back to the time of black and white films, the top people in the industry have used what we call method acting. What exactly is method acting?
My alter name is a hint. Can you guess?
No, I don't get it.
It's so obvious. Scrying. Scrying is what I first used to achieve method acting.
I'll bet you don't even know what that is, do you, Matt? No. Is it some easy way to learn the lines? It's the easiest way there is to get in character. And from there, the lines are a breeze. They even seem to come naturally. Because you've become that person. Okay, how do I get into character?
First off, you're going to need to become more relaxed. You seem a little uptight. You should have another drink. And later I'm going to give you a massage to help you loosen up. Jezebella is right. You've got to open yourself up. You've got to become an empty vessel. To allow the character to reside inside you.
So, how do I go about that?
Like I said, I used scrying. It was easy. I went into my bathroom, turned off all the lights, and using my mirror, I summoned an ancient spirit to inhabit me, and bring the character I wanted to portray to life. Then, once the spirit entered me, playing the role was as easy as being myself.
So, basically, you're saying all you had to do was talk into a mirror? Then a spirit came over you and you were able to easily play the character?
Yes. It was that simple.
How did it feel, and were you still yourself?
I admit, it did feel weird. Like there were two people living inside my one body at first.
It is a bit creepy at first, but you get used to it really fast.
Did you use scrying too?
No. There are many different means to summon spirits. Back when I was new in the industry, I tried everything I could do to break in, but couldn't compete with the big names and the successes of the other producers. And just like we're helping you, one night, someone in the industry helped me. He told me to meet him in the cemetery at midnight. I remember thinking he and I would be the only ones there. But when I arrived, there were several other people there, and we did what seemed, back then, like a strange ritual. Later, we summoned the spirits. And voila! I was ready to produce a blockbuster movie. And I did. And I went on to produce 9 more big hits.
What about you, Phantom? How did you summon spirits? My first experience was similar to Warlock's, except it was on top of a mountain, under the light of a full moon. It involved a lot of heavy-duty pharmaceuticals, and an animal or two. Then before you know it, I was offered so many roles, and I mean, good roles, that I had to start turning them down. It was the best thing I could have done for my career, and I've never looked back. Me either. I still remember that night 15 years ago when I was trying to get the role of a famous historical figure. I'd already read for the role, but the directors and producers were still auditioning. When they asked me to come back and audition again, I was desperate to get the part. And an actor friend of mine, who is a spirit medium, said there was a way for me to become the character, not just imitate him. So I said, what do I have to do? That night, she held a seance and conjured him up. I asked him if he minded my portraying him, and he agreed, and came into me right then. Every time I portrayed him, I got standing ovations. What about you, Jezebella?
I've got to agree with everyone else. There is nothing easier, or more convincing, than to allow yourself to be inhabited by the spirit of your character, whether it's someone real or fictional. For me, I allowed the spirit of an old woman access to me to tell her story. She entered while I was meditating and had all my chakras open. It was an easy possession, and it happened quickly.
Possession? What? Seriously?
Dude, chill. It's not like hella weird.
What are you talking about? Do you know where you are?
What I mean is, it's not like what you see in the movies. My head hasn't spun around. Have any of you guys had your head spin around?
Not as long as you stay in line.
Alright, Scryer. There's no need for that.
Well, it's the truth. I mean, why lie about it? Sure, we are richly rewarded. But
look, man. Truth is, we do allow ourselves to become possessed. So when people see us in movies and on TV, it looks like us. But they are actually watching the spirits of the dead. Or oftentimes, even demons themselves. But look, we win all kinds of awards, we make an enormous amount of money. And people love us. They can't get enough of us. They want to know everything we're doing, where we're going, even what we have to eat. That's how devoted they are. Which proves, the spirits give us exactly what we asked for. Let me get this straight. So you're saying the reason you have so many fans is not because of acting, but because of spirits? Adoring fans. Don't forget that part. We see people dressing like us. They cut their hair and wear it in the same style as we do. If we said we eat oatmeal with mustard for breakfast, do you have any idea how many people would run right out and copy us? It's a high man. But be warned. Just like Scryer was saying, there are some rules. What kind of rules? The kind of rules you never want to break. The bottom line is, we get anything and everything we want. From traveling the world, to as many sex partners as we'd like. Homes in places such as Switzerland, or chateaus in Paris, or the French Riviera. The world is our oyster baby. Our God supplies us with everything we need or desire. And all he asks is that we be cooperative, and show him some love and devotion. Like flash the pyramid hand sign, or the OK sign, which we know is 3 sixes, especially when it's done over the eye. And our favorite, the horn sign. In exchange for what he does for us. Our souls are his. What that means is, our thoughts are of him, and our will is his will. We admire and respect him, and we live to push his agendas in the faces of everybody we can reach.
Which means, you're going to need a whole new wardrobe. No more plain meaningless clothing.
She's right. From now on, you're going to become a walking billboard. You're going to need a closet full of clothes and jewelry, especially from designers who are in alliance with the one we serve, which many of them are. Your clothes will feature pentagrams and pentacles, the all-seeing eye, skulls, and an assortment of other symbols to show everyone your allegiance. It's important that you wear them, because they are also public declarations of what we stand for, and what we believe in. People will run out and buy these things and wear them, unknowingly pushing our cause. Okay, but you still haven't told me what the rules are, and what happens if they're broken. It seems you've told me everything but that, and I'm not going to move forward without knowing the rules.
You know, most people don't ask questions once they see what they can get. I can see you're a thinking man. I like that. I think you're the kind of guy that once you have a full understanding of how things work, you'll be the one who goes to the top. You're the guy who's going to be in charge of a lot of people.
And you'll want that. The more people you have direct influence over, the better it is for you.
But I'm not looking for some sort of promotion or anything right now. I just want to focus on my acting.
Trust me, it will be in your best interest to, handle a few people.
But I don't really see myself as being a mentor or anything. Matt, hey, listen up. We're trying to steer you in the right direction. When you help people along, it secures your future. Know what I mean? It's like a cloak of protection, and no one can hurt you, as long as you don't break the rules. Hurt me? That sounds cryptic. Who would want to hurt me? I don't know. But I do know at some point, someone is going to want you out of the way. If you keep close to us and do as we say, for the most part, you'll be too valuable to mess with. This is a highly competitive lifestyle if you haven't noticed. So follow the advice we're giving you. Alright, but you guys still haven't told me the rules. You've danced around these rules all evening. Just tell it to me straight. Look, the rules aren't what you are probably thinking, because the truth is, just about anything goes. Nobody is gonna care about anything you do. I mean nothing. Almost nothing. You can do anything you please, and as much of it as you'd like, because nobody is going to look after you like you're a kid. You're an adult and the master of your own existence, so to speak. We accept any and everybody, and any and everything. No judgment.
Exactly. We live by one rule, and one rule only, which is, do what thou wilt. Whatever you do, man, nobody cares. It's all good.
But here are the things that will get you in trouble. You can never, ever, tell the things we do in certain rituals and ceremonies. You're going to see and hear some wild stuff, man. A lot of magic and a lot of paranormal. But hey, it's the price for getting everything we want. And another thing, you can deny God and be an atheist. You can believe in Buddha, Shiva, and the millions of Hindu gods if you choose to. Hell, you can worship worms and maggots for all anyone cares. You can be involved in any religion on the planet you choose. Except one, and that's Christianity. Don't you ever become a believer in Christ. It's forbidden. Wait, you're not already a Christian, are you? I used to go to church, but that was a long time ago. Good. Don't start going now. There's nothing there for you but restrictions and a bunch of promises from some carpenter who couldn't save himself.
In fact, if anybody ever hears you say the name Jesus Christ, you'd better be defaming it. Got it? And that goes for the Bible too. Those are the two explicit things you must never do. You tell our secrets, or become a Christian. And what happens to you is your own fault. Are we agreed?
This is a lot to process. I don't know if I can do this. Do you want your wildest dreams to come true or not? All you've got to do is just go along. Once you experience this level of success, there's nothing you won't do to get it, and to keep it. Like I said, it's a lot to process. Is that everything I'll have to do?
That, and have a ton of fun. You'll be at the award show next week, right?
Yeah. Why?
One of the things we have to do is attend the award shows. The stupid fans can't wait for them every year. They excitedly tune in and don't even know their minds are being reprogrammed.
What?
Why do you look so shocked? You mean to tell me you didn't know what was going on?
I had no idea.
It's been happening for a long time. Like I said, it's one of the ways we reprogram the masses. Inch by inch, through movies, daytime and nighttime serials, and sitcoms. We've been inconspicuously convincing the world to see things our way and accept our agenda. What's wrong? You look like you just got punched in the gut.
I think I'm beginning to see that what happens in Hollywood isn't random. Everything is highly organized.
Yes, it is. From the many spells and sigil magic hidden in the scripts to the subliminal messages, there is no limit to what we do, because we know persistence wears down resistance. And before long, most of the world will be for us, rather than against us. And do you want to know why we do it? Because our Lord and Master is going to set the world free from that goody-goody who died on the cross, and expects everyone to pick up a cross and follow him. My Master allows everybody to do whatever they want, and man, I've got to tell you, I like it.
I know we put a lot on you tonight, but there's a lot to be gained. So, take a day or two and think about what you would do with millions and millions of dollars. You'll never have to worry about making ends meet, or any expenses that may come up. How many houses would you have? How many cars? Think about all the people you love, and what you could do for them. Think about a charity you'd like to support. Then ask yourself, why would you deny yourself a life that enables you to have and do whatever you want? You're right. I'm going to think this over.
They say patience is a virtue, but don't think too long. Our Master is not patient.